everybody, this is Sister Omi. I'm here to do the full moon in Cancer reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Now that's Sagittarius sun, moon, rising. And the interesting thing about this new moon is a total eclipse of the sun. So what that means with this Cancer new moon is get ready for a flood of feelings, like an emotional tsunami. Now, there are some pleasant surprises that may pop up, but during the solar eclipse, it's like someone suddenly cutting off the light switch and leaving you in the dark. And this is for everybody. Now, since you rely on your faculties, we're forced to activate other sites like our intuitiveness, which could be your saving grace on July 2nd, the day of the eclipse. Cancer governs the way we nurture ourselves, our approach to home and family. This is a cosmic self-care wake-up call. So Sagittarius, this new moon is affecting your 8th house, which is merging, sex, intimacy, shared finances, inheritance, taxes, loans, property, mystery, partners, resources, all those different areas. And at this time, it's urged, think beyond your 9-to-5 grind, Sag, as this eclipse is activating a big money zone so you can earn a bundle from passive income, royalties, and investment like rental property, things like that. Shared finances come under a microscope. So if you're in business with a partner, are they pulling their weight? These are maybe some things you're evaluating at this time. Now, this summer could be electric, It really could as far as your romantic life is concerned. But we have the Ace of Air here. So you have no doubts. You can take the initiative and you could just move forward and act with force. This is really good fortune here. It's like they say, on the wings of love, the wings of a dove, you could just, your point of focus, you're focused on what you want and what happens to you when you direct your attention towards your goal. So being focused is about being positive about what is it that you're going after. And with this house being activated, like I said, you probably have your eye on some big financial deal, or maybe it is a romance. Woohoo! Oh, sorry, sidebar. But, because this summer really could really activate your romantic life. And if you want it to work, you need to trust just to move forward in that area. Whoa, I almost threw that off the table. Truth and judgment, dealing with your finances, because this could be legalities dealing with justice or some type of legal action. So I see here where your partnerships are going to be under evaluation, especially if you're dealing with a partner or you have some legalities, or like I said, one person is not covering their, holding their weight. One is doing more than the other. So there's going to be a sense of justice here. Also, if in addition to this is also balancing your life affairs. Because justice, that scale, that's going to have to bring some balance to your relationship, to your life. Because like I said, this is a wake-up call in even how you take care of yourself. Although I think your finances are more prominent, but also balancing in your life. I love the way the Fool is depicted here. I love it. He's like, he get ready to get up and go. He's out. This is like travel. There's some change here. You're ready to go into new vistas. Maybe you're going to start a new business, a new enterprise. I will say this, if anyone, you get any criticisms or anything like that, excuse me, just ignore them. Go for the gusto. I'm seeing this here is go for the gusto. Like I said, you have no doubts. Your mind is clear. You are focused on where you want to be. And this justice here is you're going to be reviewing. Like I said, this new moon is different from all the other new moons because the new moon, for the most part, you feel the effects for 4 months. Sag, once you get to December, 6 months from now, you're going to see the effects of the seeds that you plant at this time. So plant some good seeds, especially in your financial sector, as I have mentioned. You know, if it has to do with relationships or your joint ventures, make sure you're planting some good seeds, because this is definitely your time. Now, the chrysocolla is the crystal that I pulled, and this is self-love. So when I look at that justice card, you have to look after your own self-interest. And this is encourage you to remain serene and strong during any change or challenge that may be coming up at this time. Now, also, with that ace of air, you have no doubt. So whatever you may have questioned, just forgive yourself, because how this Cancer, how you nurture yourself, so even nurturing your thoughts. So forgive yourself for anything that may have happened. Let go of any hurt and rectify any situation that can be healed. Be the bigger guy. You have infinite capacity to forgive and accept yourself. You can give love out to the world and receive it in a never-ending flow. So the main thing here is bitterness and self-doubt have no place in well-being. It is good to nourish your body with self-love and gentleness. So, you know, the way I look at this with all this other stuff going on, like if you're doing business or if this is a love relationship, take care of your body, because like I said, this Cancer moon is basically a cosmic self-care wake-up call. So take care of your body, take care of yourself. In addition to your mind, make sure you're thinking, keep your thoughts clear, because Sag, you're on a whole new quest at this time. And if it has to do with business or relationships, communication with your inner darkness. I'm going to say darkness only because this is the road path is depicted in the blue. It's going within. This is that throat chakra, how you communicate your feelings, your thoughts, your creativity. Do you always speak up, or how you speak up? And this is also stating during this time, when you're planting your seeds, this is a good time for meditating and listen without commenting. This also is, how do you, when we look at this quest going into ourselves, your own feelings, maybe you're going to get a wake-up call into your own feelings also, Sag. And how do you feel about your partnerships? How do you feel about any business? That's what's going to Maybe there's going to be a change in your partnerships. Maybe you're going into a new partnership, and or there's a new romantic relationship because there's been a change. But do know this. This is really activating that journey into self. Because when you delve deep into yourself, this is how it's going to impact your love relationships and your job relationships. So maybe there's some things that you need to look at within yourself moving forward. Like I said, on July 2nd, when the light goes out and when it comes back on, when you get to December, like I said, this is going to have a longer this transit is going to be a little longer than a regular new moon. And when you get to December, you're going to look back at this time and see what has happened in your relationships, business, and romantic. What has changed? What has evolved? And it's all going to come back to the seeds that you're planting now. All right? So Sagittarius, let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.